Obituaries are sponsored by Colonial Funeral Home and Stokes Chapel, Fair, Ray, and Perry Spencer Funeral Homes, Boone & Cook Funeral Home and Crematory.
Memorial services for Janice Carol Vaughn Goldston, 77, are today at 2 o'clock at the mausoleum at Overlook Cemetery. She was born in Rockingham County, was a member of Spray United Methodist Church, and had worked for Old Dominion Freight Lines before becoming owner and president of U.S. Transportation Services. She retired in 2013. Survivors, daughters Amy Manus and Tammy Smith and Sam Jr. of Eden, 6 grandchildren, 6 great-grandchildren, and special companion Gabby. She was preceded in death by husband R. Wayne Goldston. The family extends their thanks to the staff of Hospice of Rockingham County, with a special thank you to hospice nurse Amy. Memorial contributions may be made to Spray United Methodist Church or Hospice of Rockingham County. Fair Funeral Home is serving the family. Graveside services for Paul Hannibal Fagg, 66, are tomorrow at 11 o'clock at Ridgeview Memorial Gardens. The public can sign the register at Fair Funeral Home today from 1 until 6. He was born in Rockingham County, was a retiree of Caristan Mills after more than 40 years of service. Survivors, wife Judy Craven Fagg of the Home, daughters Allison Fagg of Stoneville and Olivia Fagg of Winston-Salem. Sisters Barbara Weber and Maynard of Eden and Betty Fagg of Greenville, South Carolina. Graveside services for Garvin Franklin Ryson, 88, will be held Thursday at 10 o'clock at Overlook Cemetery. Military rites will be performed by the Rockingham County Veterans Honor Guard. He was born in Spray, was a U.S. Army veteran who served during the Korean War, and was a retired residential painter. Survivors, daughters Donna Ryerson Strickland of Lexington, Marie Smithers of Madison, and Patricia Sissy Pinkleton of Eden. Son Jimmy Ryerson of Ridgeway, 9 grandchildren, 30 great-grandchildren, and 6 great-great-grandchildren. He was preceded in death by wife Elizabeth Pratt Ryerson. Memorial contributions may be made to the Alzheimer's Association, Chicago, Illinois. Fair Funeral Home is serving the family. Arrangements for Catherine Stevenson, 75, are incomplete at Fair Funeral Home. Arrangements for Keisha L. Davis, 46, of Madison, and for Michael Darrell Wallington, 57, of Goose Creek, South Carolina, are incomplete at Perry Spencer Funeral Home in Madison. Arrangements for Clarence Henry Terry, 67, of Axton, are incomplete at Perry Spencer Funeral Home in Eden. Graveside services for Scott Ray, 68, of Stoneville, are today at 2 o'clock at Ridgeview Memorial Gardens. The family will receive friends following the service. He was born in Leakesville and was a veteran of the United States Army. He and his wife are owners of Challenges Group Homes in Rockingham County. Survivors, wife Betty Hale Ray of the Home, sons Matthew Ray and wife Blair of Reedsville, and Jordan Ray of Stoneville. Brothers Van Ray and wife Lisa of Rocky Mount, and Kevin Ray and wife Cynthia of New Smyrna Beach, Florida, and 1 grandchild. Boone & Cook Funeral Home is serving the family. Richard Edward Phillips, 48, of Sandy Ridge, died Sunday. He was born in McDowell County, West Virginia, was a truck driver for L.J. Rogers Transport, and member of Sandy Ridge Christian Church. Survivors include son Joseph Phillips, daughters Rebecca and Rachel Phillips, brothers William Grady Phillips IV and Frank Gillis, and Sister Juanita McCall. Memorial services will be held later. Colonial Funeral Home Stokes Chapel in Sandy Ridge is serving the family. Healing begins at Roselawn Memorial Gardens, Ashley Loop, Reidsville, and at Reedlawn Cemetery, Barn Street, Reidsville. Follow us on Facebook